Hello everybody, this is Tia, and today I'm going to talk about something that's, to me, very frustrating, and hopefully it will enlighten you and you will understand where I'm coming from. Today I'm going to talk about legitimate jobs. I know what you're thinking. I'm talking about the real legitimate jobs that they have, everybody. The ones that are legitimate, that you really work from home jobs, doing customer service work, you know, on a headset type of thing, talking to customers. But the fact is that even though it's legit, they make it hard for people like me to get in, and I'm going to tell you why. I did my research. I really do want to have a work at home job, and I haven't really been able to find the one that I really want to work at. You know, the ones that are not scams, the ones that they say is data entry, but you're doing affiliate marketing and things like that. That's not data entry to me. So to me, that's not a real job. That's a chance job. It's not scammy, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you to type for somebody, do real data entry work, or do the work at home job where you're doing the customer service work for the people. I can do that. So I really prefer not to talk to customers and just do stuff on my own without a phone and that type of thing. But they're out there, but they're very hard to come by. You either have to type really fast or be through a company. You have to do your research and find them, and there are not that many out there. And then, like I said, if they are out there, they're hard to come by, and the requirements are high. But like I said, the ones I want to talk about is the legitimate ones. The ones where you work for customer service, you do customer service for them. And they're out there, they're legitimate jobs. Alpine, Convergier, Cloud9 or Cloud10, West at Home. Those are legitimate work at home jobs that they do have out there. And there's some other ones too. Let me tell you all, I really have done my research, hours and hours and hours of research, and looking into a work at home job for me. And once I realized that these jobs are legit, I found a whole lot more that supposedly are legit that do the same thing that they do. But you all, they make it so hard for us, or for me, and I'm pretty sure other people. I'm going to give you the list. Not in any particular order, but this is the list that I have found. Number one, they all have the same platform of the requirements that you have to have, and they're no different. And you would think that's a good thing, but that's what makes it so bad, because the requirements are so high. Let me tell you, again, not in any particular order. Number one, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all have been through this, but if you haven't, I'm hoping that I can enlighten you. And the ones that have been through it, you can be like, yes, girl, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Oh my gosh, yes, I agree. So here we go. Number one, you can't have a Mac computer. If you have any kind of Apple or Macintosh computer, you guys, you're out of the game. You can't work for them, period. You're out. No deal. Because as long as you have one of those kind of computers, it doesn't support the system and you can't get a job with them. Done deal. So that's bad enough as it is. Now I know most people probably do have Windows, or some people have both, but for the few people that really have a Macintosh computer, a laptop or whatever, you're out of the game. Number two, you can't have any kind of wireless internet connection. If you have if you have like a satellite company that supports your internet connection, which they consider to be wireless, can't work for them. Out. You're out. Done deal. You see how unfair that is? There's a lot of people that have that, and there's no way you can get around it. Their system doesn't support wireless, so you can't work for them either. If that's the next step that you are having a problem with, that you have that they don't want you to have. I don't have that. I have internet through my phone company. But for the people that have that, they can't work for them, you all. Number three, let me see. Okay, for your phone service, you can't have your phone connected to, I hope I'm saying this right, VoIP, VoIP, Skype. If your phone's connected through the internet, where you have to answer your phone through the internet, guess what, y'all? No work at home job. That's it. Again, you're done. Can't have it. And again, there's a lot of people that have that because they're trying to save money. It's easier for them. They don't want to have their phone connected to a landline phone. But if you have that, can't do it. You have a cell phone, can't do it either. You have to have a landline phone through a phone company or through your cable company, but it's, you know, it's not through your internet. It's not Skype or any of that stuff. If you have that, no deal. And that's also unfair. But it gets worse. It gets worse, you all. Number 4, and I'm not going to keep saying number 5, number 6, I'm going to forget. And I don't want to mess myself up because I think I probably already did. But the next one, if you do have, no, I'm sorry. Your computer has to be fairly new. You have to have either Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows Vista, and most people have that. Your computer has to be, what, 17 inches, and it has to be, so I'm looking at my computer, y'all, 600 by 900 or something. Mine's 1440 by 900. It's on my computer. That's how I know. I'm sorry, I'm looking right at it. So I qualify for that. I have a computer that's at least 16 inches. Mine's 17. The resolution, I'm above that, so that works for me too. Okay, but here's where it gets messed up. Here's the one that messes me up too. The main one, because all the other ones I just talked about, I have. Okay, here's the main one. Your upload and your download has to be of a certain percentage. If it's even just a little bit under, you can't work for them, and that's the one that I think gets everybody. It got me. If you have that, you can't work for them. They got a certain area. If you're going through some of their websites, most of them have it, because I went to about 2 or 3. I didn't go through 2 more, because after I tried the second or third one, I was just kind of devastated and just said, bump this, I'm not going to even try no more, because I'm not going to be able to work for them, any one of the companies. Mine was like, I forgot what the numbers is, y'all. I don't want to tell you the wrong numbers, but I was just under by a couple of decimeters. Like, they want you to be like 80% based on the number that they have. I guess it's like 80 and up. Mine was like 78, 77. With the upload, I believe. The download was fast. The upload was slow. Guess what? Can't work for them. And what they do also is, once you, well, I'll get this in a minute, but once you go through all the stuff they want you to go through, they'll test your computer too to make sure that your speed is high. And if they test you and you think you can slide by, they're going to test it to see. And if your computer is slow, guess what? Not hired. And what will happen is you'll go through different stuff just for them to say you're not hired. So that's the one that got me. The other stuff too is you're not guaranteed that they're going to hire you, and that's understandable. But what they do is they say you have to have all this stuff, and if you buy all this stuff and then they don't hire you, how pissed are you going to be? I'll be real pissed. And it's not like you can say, oh, well, fuck them. I can go to another company and try them. They're the same damn way. This is what I'm telling you. All their platforms are the same. So if you think, well, if I can't work with them, I can work with them because their requirements are different. If I'm wrong, y'all tell me. Prove it to me, because I've looked at least 2 handfuls of work-at-home jobs to see what their requirements were first before I even tried to apply, and I'm telling you that they are all the same, y'all, all the same. It is so devastating if you really want to get a job and work and make extra money, or this be your main job, and you just can't do it for the stupid reasons that they have. They set their standards too high. So this is another thing. They want you to have all this stuff. I didn't even get a chance to tell you the rest of it. No numbers. The next thing, you have to have, see, a lot of people don't know this. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm just a stupid one. You have to have a business type of phone as your landline phone. Like if you have a cordless phone, like most of us have, if you still have a landline phone, guess what, y'all? Ain't gonna work. You know why? You know why? Because you have to have a business phone where there's a outlet somewhere on the phone where you can put a headset up to your phone. Now, from what I understand, you have to have 2 headsets. You have to have a business line phone, business line type of phone made like that. that has the connection where you put the headset in. So you have a headset connected to your phone, to that phone, when you go onto their system to log in. And then you have to have another headset at your computer to talk to the customers. Okay, the second one I got, the first one was the one that confused me. And after understanding it, you have to have two. You have to have the headset connected to the phone. You have to have a headset on you when you are talking to the customers, when you're working. If you don't have either one of those two, guess what? Ain't gonna work. First one, the second one, you think that makes sense, but nobody knows about that first one, and they know about the second one instead. And that's what messed me up too when I was thinking about it, because they say headsets, but they're not clear as in saying you really need two. One for your phone and one for you to put on. That's how you have to do it. That's another bad hiccup. Another bad issue is they really want you to have another phone line set up, a dedicated second line. You all, how many people do you really know have two phone lines now? People who got big businesses and stuff, or home businesses, and they have their separate line. That's fine. I ain't talking about a cell phone. I mean one landline phone that has one number and the other landline phone has another number. If you don't have that, they want you to disconnect your call waiting, your three-way calling, your answering machine, voicemail. They want you to disconnect all of that if you have it. That's probably not hard to do, but you all, that's so technical and so tedious that you have to do all of that just to have a work-at-home job. I understand you don't want to hear beep and click, 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 and click, but for the few people that don't have that and don't have that many people calling them, that makes it hard for them to use their regular phone line. So that's another issue. That's bad. Another thing as well, like I said, you can try to sign up for these people and you don't even know if they're going to hire you. You have to fill out the application, which I think is not that long. Some might be. Then they call you back to see if you are still interested. Then they put you through all these tests that they put you through as far as being a work-at-home job and then customer service tests that they put you through. And most people pass it if they're interested in really working and they're good at customer service. Most people will pass. Then they have to decide whether or not when you do all that they want to hire you. So then if they hire you, you have to have all this stuff. If they don't, you're asked out. Then, here's the other thing. Some companies, this is the worst thing that I don't like. They have it where you think you can set your own hours and work at your own, well, you work at your own pace. But you thinking you can work anytime you want. Now, I'm not saying you work 1 hour a week or 1 hour here and then 1 hour another day and then 1 hour next day. Some people probably want to work a couple hours straight together and then take a day off and work another one, depending on if they want to be full-time or part-time. You be flexible. I agree they should set a limit to, you can't just log on for 30 minutes, it has to be at least 2 hours, it has to be at least 2 days a week. Then you pick, and you pick the days and the hours and you're good, you know? Oh no, some of these companies say, you gotta, as long as you tell you want to work part-time or full-time, you have to tell them the amount of hours, or the hours that you can work. Just like when you go to a real job, like I can work from 12 to 8, or I can work from 4 to midnight, or I can work from 9 to 5. And if you put those hours, then that's the only hours they're going to give you. Okay, that's okay, but then at the same time, they set the hours for you. So you might want to work from 11 to 4, and you got set, and you told me you work from 9 to 5. They might make you work from 9 to 5 or 9 to 1. And if they got you set like that, guess what? You got to work it just like you go on to work. I feel like that's not fair. They should make it more lenient since you are working at home. And I know it might sound a little stupid to some people, maybe not, but to me, if you're working at home where nobody can see you, you're in your pajamas, you're in your nightwear, you're in your casual clothes, and nobody can see what you're doing, I don't feel like they should set a certain time for you to work for them, as long as it's a minimum of a certain amount of hours or a minimum of certain days. It shouldn't be a certain day and certain hours. Then, you know what's worse, like one of the companies do as well that I didn't like. Like I said, you can't pick the days, you can't pick the hours. They pick it for you. You know in advance. Hey, how about this one? Here's the one I was telling you about, y'all. If you're sick, you need to call out, and guess what, y'all? Get somebody to cover your shift. You know what? Fuck that. If I don't want to do that shit while I'm at my real, I'm gonna tell y'all, if I don't want to do that shit working at my job that I have to go to, I sure as hell don't want to do it at my work at home job. There's no way in hell I would ever go through that kind of shit when I want to go through that shit in a job that I have to go to work for and people have to see me. And no way in hell. They done lost their damn mind. And there is a company that does do that. I'm not going to say their name. I read it. I know they do it. And they ain't fooling. They say they want you to get you to cover this shit. Well, how do you do that? They give you a list of people that is in your area, and then you have to really call them? Or you have to call your coach or something? Come on, y'all. You know if you sick, you ain't trying to get nobody to cover your shift and it's a work at home job. Come on, please. Seriously? They're serious. I don't think so. I think that is so stupid. Just like when I said in my other post about getting somebody to cover your shift at a job you have to go to, this is the same thing. This is worse because nobody can see you and you're not into people that you know you work with as opposed to people that you go to the job. You actually get in your car and go to the job and work for. It's no different. I think it's worse. So that's unfair, you all. I don't like that. Let me see if there was anything else. I know there was. Well, you have to do a background check for pretty much all of them. That's okay, you know. And most of the time they're not reimbursed. So once you pay them, they don't reimburse you. I think they should, since you have to go through that trouble, because y'all know that when you go and go to a regular job that you have to go to outside your home and work, and they do a background check, do you have to pay for that? What about when you get a drug test? You have to pay for that too? They don't do a drug test, but do a background. And that's okay, but again, I think they should have to pay for that. But that's no big deal because you don't have to pay that much. Maybe $25, $30. It's not big, but if you're broke as I don't know what, every penny counts. But that's not the worst thing. That's okay. That's one of the ones that's alright. But like I said, you have to go through all of those things, and in the end, you still not know if you have the job. And then if you get the job, they want you to start in a couple of days, and you have to have all this stuff. And all that stuff that you don't have can cost you some money. And it's okay if you've done it before and you got the money to spend and you're ready. But I feel like that they really, really make it hard. Oh, another thing too is a lot of the companies that they have like that, the legit work at home jobs, you don't know how much money you're going to get. Some people, I think a few, will pay you $8 an hour, $8.50, $9, or between $9 and $11, depending on if you have experience. But a lot of the companies that you work for, if you ask them how much you're getting paid, and it tells you when you're going through their website where they got the frequently asked questions, how much money am I going to get paid? They'll tell you it depends on the company that you're working for through them. It depends on what company you work for. And then you don't know until they give you the job. And then you know how much you're making. You might be making $1 a call, or minimum wage, and then, or under minimum wage, and then they match it if you don't come up with that. No, give me $8 an hour. This job is $8. This job is $8.50. This job is $9. This job is $9.50. Whatever. Shouldn't be under minimum wage, and then however high they want to go. It should never be per. Some of them is by minute. Some are per minute. Some is per job you do. And some are per hour. You don't even know until they tell you. And that's another disadvantage, you all. So, it's bad. Now if you understand where I'm coming from, hopefully you do. That's why I felt like, wow, after trying to get a work-at-home job, you have so many obstacles that you have to go through that you don't even know if it's worth it. It's worth it for some people that work it. I know some people said they like it, and it's great for them, but for all the negatives that I just told you, the positives don't outweigh the negatives. The negatives outweigh the positives. So what I have to say to any work-at-home businesses that might be watching this, you all, I don't know who's in charge of the platform. You need to lower your platform lower so that people like me if interested, can get a job. I understand, okay, not having an Apple computer, and I understand the computer being the type of programs, the Vista and everything, but everything else, the phone line should be different, the upload should be lower, the download should be lower. The handsets and stuff, I think you should supply that or reimburse us once we do. And I think that you should have wireless as well, so that people that have the wireless can work for you as well. And you shouldn't have a second line. I think I said that. The phone line should be different, and you should be able to work the hours that you want to work within reason. Certain amount of days, certain amount of hours. That should be it. And last thing, you should have a set pay no matter who it is that you're working for through them. Like, we're working for you and then your company that you're giving us the jobs to, no matter who they are, the pay should be a certain amount of pay. $8, $8.50, $9. It shouldn't be per minute, it shouldn't be per call, and it shouldn't be under minimum wage, you all. That's how I feel. Everybody, that is my post for tonight. That was a long one. I'm sorry, but I had to get that all off my chest. I hope that enlightened you. I hope you feel where I'm coming from. I hope you understand. I hope I helped some people that did not know, and some people that did know, I hope they felt me. Let me know what you think. Send me a comment. If you like it, do a like. Just tell me what you think, and let me know if there's anything you want me to post that might interest you. Again, I'm putting this on almost all of my posts so that you can tell me, and I'll see what I can do. Just let me know. Don't be shy, everybody. Send me a comment. Let me know. Inbox, comments out front, personal message. Let me know. All right. So I hope you enjoy this, and everybody. I'm winded, y'all. This was a long one. Until next time, you all. Take care, and I will see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.